The Xbox Game Showcase is a few weeks away. What do I think will be there? Let's talk about it. Hello there everybody and welcome to The Comfy Spot. My name is Tyler and today we are going to be talking about what I predict, what I hope and believe and think we will be seeing at the upcoming Xbox Game Showcase that is set for June 9th. Now, in recent weeks, Xbox has been under a lot of fire after they closed down some of their beloved studios, namely Tango Gameworks and Arcane Austin. So they've been under fire because of that. It has, put a whole lot of distrust and a loss of faith in Xbox from the community at large, not just the Xbox community, but the gaming community, the games industry. So going into this Xbox Game Showcase, there is a lot riding on their shoulders yet again. It seems to be a running theme with Xbox for the past however many years, that their big showcase has a lot riding on it. This has to be this one, that has to be the one, it has to be the one. Now this time, this showcase yet again has to be the one that will instill faith and hope and trust in Xbox, the brand, the ecosystem, in so many different ways. So there's a lot riding on it. I'm hoping that they'll be able to deliver and present us with a great showcase with some great games and have some great announcements there. So without further ado, let's get right on into my predictions for what I think and hope we will be seeing at this upcoming showcase. So right now, I want to start off by talking about 2024 and more specifically 2024 release dates for some of their upcoming games that they have slated for the rest of this year. Specifically, Starfield's Shattered Space DLC, Call of Duty Black Ops, whatever it's going to be called, Black Ops 6, 5, who knows, Avowed, and Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Now, of course, we know we're going to be getting release dates for each of these games at this showcase. I mean, it hasn't been officially stated, but it's all but a guarantee that we're going to get that information at this showcase. If not here, where? So this is the place, this is the time, I feel, but it's not enough to say, oh yeah, I predict we're going to get release dates. No, I want to get more fun and specific with it because they're all slated for this year. So I want to say the specific day I think or predict that each of these will be coming out on. I'm going to start with Starfield's Shattered Space DLC. I'm predicting that Starfield's Shattered Space DLC will be getting a September 10th release date. After that, I'm going to predict that Call of Duty Black Ops 6 or Gulf War, whatever it is, I'm going to predict that that will be coming on October 25th. Avowed, I'm going to say will be releasing on November 22nd. And then last but not least, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, I'm going to say December 3rd specifically. Now, why am I picking these dates? Why am I mapping it out this way? Here's my rationale behind this. Xbox does not want to have each of these games right on top of one another, so each one is going to be getting its own very specific month. That makes sense. Now, Starfield, why am I putting that one first with the Shattered Space DLC? I feel like that would be about roughly a year after Starfield first came out. And while it could come out later in the year, I don't think they would want to have it be too far past the 1 year mark for that DLC, especially since we know basically nothing about it. So I think, it seems like that'd be a good time for it to come out. September 10th, be the one that really kicks off the wave of Xbox releases for the rest of the year. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 or Gulf War, whatever it's called. The reason why I said October 25th, Call of Duty has traditionally been either a late October or early to mid-November type of game. And I feel like this year, because of the games that they have slated, I'm going to get the feeling that, it's going to be a late October game. And October 25th, it's a Friday, I believe. It just sounds right. It sounds perfect. I think that is the spot that we're going to be getting the next Call of Duty game. After that, Avowed for November 22nd. Reason being for this one, it's not going to come too close to Starfield. I think they want to give those games some space to breathe, give your two big RPG games their own moment in the spotlight, moment to shine. And this could be earlier in November, but I'm saying November 22nd to give it more of like a full 30 days or closer to 30 days after Black Ops came out. And it gets it ahead, it gets it out right ahead of Thanksgiving and Black Friday. So right in time for, holiday shopping season as well. So that's why I'm saying Avowed for November 22nd. And they're rounding things out with Indiana Jones a few weeks later on December 3rd. That way it's in time for Game of the Year season. By then, it's probably would have been in contention for the Game Awards as well, because critics and media probably would have had codes for it prior to the cutoff date for for Game Award nominations, and if it didn't, it's next year. But for independent Game Award nominations, it gets in time for that perfectly, and it's able to round out the year on a hopefully high note for Xbox. So that's why I'm predicting those 4 specific dates for those games right there. Now we're going to move past 2024 for first party right now, and we're going to go a bit farther into the future, a bit farther out, maybe a bit more past next year with my next prediction, because I'm predicting that we are going to be seeing and hearing officially about Gears 6. It's finally going to get announced. I'm predicting that's going to happen. I don't believe we're getting a gameplay trailer. I would like for this to not be a CG trailer. I think we're going to get an in-engine trailer. There might not be any actual gameplay in it, but it will be an in-engine trailer showing us what the visuals will be representative of for the actual game when we are playing it. And I also don't think we're going to get a release year for this game. I don't believe Gears 6 is coming next year. Honestly, I believe Gears 6 is more of a 2026 game. So if we do get a release year, it'll be 2026, but I don't think they're going to put a release year on this trailer. I don't think they're going to say a release year at all, but I don't think it's going to be a next year game. I honestly feel like Gears 6 is going to be more of a 2026 game. Let it cook. Let it take its time. Let the coalition do their thing. So when Gears comes back, it comes back, ready to rip and roar and tear. My third prediction here is going to be about Fable. Fable, we've been seeing it for, well, actually not a long time. We saw that first CG trailer years ago, and then it finally returned last year with the cinematic in-engine trailer, so to speak, but it didn't have any actual gameplay. I feel like Fable this year, when it returns, it will have actual gameplay. We will see what playing this game is actually like, and it will be confirmed for release in 2025. I don't think we're getting a month, maybe not even a season or a quarter. It'll probably just say 2025. Fable, in terms of like why I think we're gonna see actual gameplay and why I think that's important is because, again, it's a reboot of it. It's not Lionhead doing Fable anymore. It's Playground, who has been doing traditionally the Forza Horizon games. So while one would think it'll stick close to what was, the original Fable trilogy and that type of gameplay, you never know. It could do something different. And also, it's been years since Fable 3 came out. We're in a completely different space for gaming and everything. So what are they doing differently with how Fable plays? What is it going to look like? And I feel like that's important to see, because while they've conveyed the tone and the comedy is going to be there, we still need to see what the gameplay is going to be like. So I think that's going to be really important for this trailer. And in terms of why I'm saying next year, it'll start really putting in some of the dots and the seeds for Xbox's 2025. Because again, Fable was announced a very, very long time ago. It is one of those games that was announced super early, but we've seen barely anything of. Xbox has a really bad habit of doing that. And I think we need to start, again, as a way to build trust and gain more faith in Xbox, put it in next year, start getting people hyped for 2025 for Xbox and their first party. Say, hey, Fable, that game we've been showing you and talking about for a long time, it is coming, it looks great, and it's coming next year. You'll be playing it on your systems or on PC very, very soon. Next up, I'm going to predict that Doom, a brand new Doom game, is going to be revealed, and I'm going to say that it is also coming in 2025. It's been a while since Doom Eternal came out, and I haven't played it yet. I played the first Doom reboot. I've wanted to play Eternal, just haven't had the time to do it yet. So honestly, I feel like it's time. I wonder what it's been doing over there. They've obviously had to have been cooking on something all this time, and what better than, a brand new Doom game? Whether it's a sequel to Doom Eternal or some sort of prequel. I know in those leaks from the FTC stuff, I believe that came out last year, there was Doom Year Zero, I believe is what it was called, was in those leaks. So maybe that's what this is. Maybe it's something else entirely. I don't know. But I do believe that we are going to be getting a new Doom revealed at the Xbox Games Showcase. It is going to be coming next year. Again, time-wise, it would make sense. It would line up, and it would give Xbox, yet again, another, feather in their cap for 2025 big game releases. Another game that has been, basically gone ever since its announcement that I think is going to be returning and showing up here at the Xbox Games Showcase is going to be Contraband. This is the game that Xbox Game Studios is working alongside, well, more like publishing actually, with Avalanche Game Studios, I believe. There's two Avalanches. It's kind of hard to keep track of which one is which, but this is the Avalanche that makes the Just Cause games. I believe Contraband is going to return. It's not going to be this, real vague CG trailer. I think we're going to get an actual gameplay trailer for Contraband here, showing us what this game is actually like, what playing it is like. And it will also be getting a 2025 release window. It's possible it could be later on this year. I just don't believe so though. I think really Xbox has the rest of the year mapped out with the games I mentioned before. And 2025, they want to start filling that in with some games. I think Contraband could be one that will be a perfect fit for 2025 right there. It's been a while since we saw it. Put it in 2025, just start filling out your library, your platform, your release setup for 2025. Next up, I'm going to be predicting that Clockwork Revolution will be showing up again with another trailer, maybe gameplay, maybe not, who knows, but that's not really the focus of my prediction. I'm more so predicting that Clockwork Revolution will be coming back with a, drumroll please, a 2025 release window, just like with my last few predictions, Again, this game, it showed up last year and it looked really cool. We saw some pretty cool gameplay stuff in it, really Bioshock Infinite-esque. I'm really into it, so that's why I don't think we need to see gameplay again, but gameplay would be nice. Always prefer the gameplay, and I really think it looks like it's pretty close to the launch. Like when it was first announced, it looked like, hey, it didn't need much longer in the oven before it would come out. So 2025 seems pretty likely in my eyes for Clockwork Revolution to be releasing. Again, I really feel like the rest of the year is mapped out for Xbox, unless this ends up being like a July or August game, but even then, I don't think that's the case. I really feel like Clockwork Revolution, let it cook, have it come out in 2025, just really stack up, really build up Xbox's 2025 release calendar. Give them just a slew of games to look forward to and build hype for next year. Because right now, 2023, there was Starfield and Redfall. 2022 was pretty empty. 2024 isn't going to be too empty, but 2025, let's start building that up right now. Let's start getting people hyped for all these big games that they have in the oven cooking right now to really just make 2025 a really great year for Xbox, because they need it. Now, the last first-party game that I am predicting will be showing up here at the Xbox Game Showcase is none other than Perfect Dark, the reboot. This was announced way long ago. I think this was announced back in 2020, because it wasn't announced alongside the Xbox Series X. That was Hellblade. So yeah, this was announced in 2020. It's been so long since we saw it. We have heard basically nothing from it officially. We've heard, well, aside from the fact that Crystal Dynamics is working alongside the initiative to make it, but other than that, we've just heard really not so great news about the behind the scenes development of this game. I really feel like, it's time for us to see something for it. And I mean, this isn't me trying to rush any developers, take your time, let things cook. We want things to be great. But at the same time, this game was announced so long ago and we have heard nothing from it since then. It's time for it to appear and, make people, have some faith in it. Like, okay, this isn't just vaporware. This is an actual game here and it's coming somewhat soon. So I think it's going to come, it's going to show up. I don't believe we're going to get a gameplay trailer for it though. I think it'll be an in-engine trailer, similar to the Gears 6 trailer, where this one will be in-engine footage, so what will be representative of the actual visuals, the actual graphics, and this in-engine trailer will convey more so what the gameplay experience will be. And of course, this will obviously be more revealing than that very first CG trailer we got. I don't think there's going to be a release year on this trailer though, but it looks good, it looks great, and honestly, just like with Gears 6, I'm going to say this is a 2026 game. I would be shocked if it is a 2025 game. I don't believe that for like the slightest bit at all. I don't think there's a chance it is. Well, maybe there's a chance, a very slim chance, but right now, I'm thinking that they're not going to say anything at all, and that Perfect Dark is a 2026 game. That's not going to be in the trailer, though. I don't think it's in the trailer, but that's just my personal opinion. This is probably a 2026 game, but I hope that we do see it at the very least. Now, I have one more Xbox first-party-esque type of prediction here. Not a game, though, specifically. This is more so about the platform, the brand for Xbox as a whole. I'm predicting that we are going to be getting the official reveal of the Xbox hardware refresh. So that Xbox hardware refresh that was leaked in those FTC documents of the adorably all digital Xbox Series X that looked like a cylindrical trash can. I believe we're going to be getting that official reveal here. Maybe it won't be looking like that. But then we'll also get the official reveal of that leaked new controller as well. That's going to be coming, and I'm going to say this as my prediction. I believe that new controller, that two-tone controller with some haptics and stuff in it, I believe that's going to be released this summer, and that all digital Series X, I'm going to predict that when that gets announced, it will also be coming this holiday season as a way to reinvigorate the Xbox platform, the Xbox ecosystem, the Xbox community, saying, hey, we know that things have been tough recently. And I mean, again, I should say right now, of course, these showcases, they're put together, they're not put together in response to 2-week-old news and stuff. That's not the way this works. Obviously, these things have been in the works for a while. But having this news come off the back of a rough time, a rough news cycle for Xbox, will do a lot. So having the news of, hey, new controller, it's an updated controller, not just a new color, it's a new updated controller available this summer, the new Series X coming this holiday season, as a way to try and boost Xbox sales in some way, shape, or form, I think it's a smart move. It's a good move. So that's what I think. I think that'll be happening at this showcase. Will the Series X, the all digital one, be the cylindrical trash can? I hope not. I didn't like the look of that at all. Hopefully it's a different look. I don't know how different, but just not that, hopefully. But we will see what Xbox has to show for us at this Xbox Game Showcase. Now, my final 3 predictions that I have here are not related to Xbox's first-party studios or their hardware, nothing like that at all. These are more so about third-party / indie games here. And I'm going to start off with one indie game, that being Replaced. This is that real pixel art, cyberpunk S type one, the 2D one. It looks really cool. It's looked really awesome. I've been having my eye on it ever since it was first announced. And we know it's supposed to come out later this year. It was first announced on the Xbox stage. Honestly, I think it's going to show up again this year, and it will have a 2024 release window, a fall 2024 release window specifically. I'm not sure where in the fall it would be. I mean, honestly, it could be a summer game too, but I feel like fall is more so when it's going to fall into. And I think we're going to get that official confirmation, that official release window. It's been so long. Been looking forward to this game for a while, and really want to play it. So hopefully we get that. I think it'll happen. I think there's a very good chance of Replay showing up here. My second to last prediction is going to be about none other than Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. This was first announced back on the Xbox stage in 2023 during, I believe, one of their partner showcase direct type deals. So I feel like, hey, what better place to have it return than the Xbox Game Showcase stage? Again, kind of reinvigorate, drill down, hey, some Japanese support is happening over here. So have it show up here, give it a gameplay trailer showing us what the actual game plays like, because we've seen in the game, we have seen what the game actually looks like, but not actual gameplay really. So I think we'll get an actual gameplay trailer here, and this is a bit of a long shot, but maybe it's a 2024 game. I'm going to predict that we're going to get a 2024 release window. If it is a 2024 game, it's probably going to be in the fall, later in the year, so fall holiday season. But I think there's a chance it could happen. That part, the year for this, the release year for this, I'm not too confident in that prediction. But shoot for the stars. Why not? I'm going to say Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, 2024 release window with a new gameplay trailer at the Xbox Game Showcase. Now, my final prediction is me really shooting for the stars here, but I think there is a good chance that it could happen. Okay, stick with me here. I'm going to predict that the next BioShock will be revealed at the Xbox Games Showcase. We know that a new BioShock has been in the works for a long time now. It's been years since this was first announced and first confirmed, but we know nothing about it really. There have been some leaks, some rumored information about what the setting, what it could possibly be and all. I have no idea. But I really think that there is a chance. There's a fair chance it could show up this year, mainly because of how long this game has been in development, how long it's been since it was first announced. I think now is a time, this year is a time where it just makes sense for it to finally show up. And it would be really fitting if it happened on the Xbox stage, because the very first BioShock was an Xbox exclusive for a period of time. So while this one most likely would not be exclusive, it would just be, you know, a bit of full circle fittingness of, all right, the first one was announced on the Xbox stage and it was an Xbox exclusive. Well, it may not have been announced on Xbox stage, but the first one was an Xbox exclusive for a time. Now the next one we are going to announce on the Xbox stage. We have that exclusive announcement. So I think that'd be really cool. I've been looking forward to a new BioShock for a long time. That's part of why I'm super excited for Judas. That's part of why I'm interested in Clockwork Revolution. And I'm very excited to see where 2K takes the series now. What's like the new environment we're going to be? What's the story going to be like? What new gameplay stuff is going to be there? I'm looking forward to it. So I'm hoping that the new BioShock gets announced at the Xbox Game Showcase. And those are all of my predictions for what we will be seeing from Xbox at their game showcase on June 9th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time. You know, there's a lot of other things we could possibly see there. You know, we could maybe we'll see something Halo related, who knows. But I felt like some of these predictions might have been a bit too safe. I want to, you know, maybe get a bit specific, just have some fun with it. Regardless, as I said before at the top of all this is an important showcase for Xbox yet again, just because of everything surrounding the brand and the ecosystem and the platform right now. There's a lot riding on this showcase, and you know, they need to reinvigorate faith and trust in the brand and the people in charge. So I hope they do that. And I also want to throw this in here as a little aside, because I forgot to mention this earlier. With Call of Duty, there's been, you know, recent reports that, hey, it is going to be in Game Pass on day one. I'm pretty confident of that, actually. I believe that is 100% going to happen. I will say, after that happens, they probably would have said during the showcase. I will not be surprised, though, if we get news that there's going to be a price increase for Game Pass, along with the addition of a new tier system for Game Pass. So a new tier that maybe gives you some games and not others. I'm not sure. But I 100% believe we're going to be getting a Game Pass price increase, because there is no way that Call of Duty gets added to Game Pass and nothing changes to the service. Not a single way. Just like, there's no way in hell that happens. Call of Duty is too profitable and too big of a thing to be losing out on all that money from Game Pass subs to then like somehow not recoup the cost from it. That's another conversation. Maybe I'll do a video on it, but I do think we'll be getting a Game Pass price increase alongside all this news. That just won't be tucked into the showcase. Nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't seen my PlayStation showcase predictions, go ahead, check that video out. I gave my thoughts on what I believe we will see from their showcase that is rumored, not officially confirmed, but rumored to be happening. I gave my predictions on that. And the next predictions video will be about Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Fest event, where, again, there might be some Xbox stuff shown there, but the predictions for this video are solely about the Xbox Games Showcase. I might have a prediction or two about any Xbox things that they choose to announce on Jeff's stage. So the Summer Game Fest predictions video is about stuff that will be announced on Jeff's stage. So keep an eye out for that one coming later on this week. Make sure you like this video and leave a comment down below telling me your predictions and what you think of my predictions. What do you think will be showing up at the Xbox Game Showcase? Let me know. I want to have a conversation with you all about it down below, so let's talk about it. Sub to the channel and turn that notification bell on. That way you know as soon as new videos go live. My name is Tyler. This has been The Comfy Spot. I'll talk with you all later. Have a good one.